Hello students, I am Gunjan Malik Manocha, Assistant Professor in Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, Maharishi Dayanand University, Rohtak. Welcome to EPG Pathshala. We are studying the paper Managing Culture and Diversity, and today we will study the module Group Dynamics and Team Interventions for Managing Cultures. The learning outcomes of this module would be that by the end of this module, the students will be able to understand the concept of group dynamics and the team interventions in organizational setting. The students will be able to understand the interplay of group dynamics and team interventions for managing culture and diversity, facilitate learning experiences in group setting, teamwork, problem solving and decision making. So first, let's have introduction. Interdependent people combine their own efforts with the efforts of others to achieve greatest success, according to Stephen Covey. The tendency to join with others in groups is perhaps the single most important characteristic of human. When dealing with any size or any composition of group, we need to be aware of the different ways in which groups and individuals may behave, as well as the physical environment and the seating arrangement. Other factors as the size of the group also influence the group dynamics. Group dynamics are the processes that occur between the group members. These dynamics are affected by each member's internal thoughts and feelings and their expressed thoughts and feelings, their non-verbal communication, and also the relationship between the group members. Group dynamics helps us to understand how each person's actions make sense in the context of the whole group. Thus, group dynamics plays a very major role in sensitizing team members regarding cultural differences and diversity to manage the cultures and deal with the diverse workforce. Understanding group dynamics and teamwork. The term group dynamics refer to interactions between people who are talking together in a group setting. Group dynamics can be studied in business settings, in volunteer settings, in classroom settings, and also in social settings. Anytime there are three or more individuals interacting or talking together, we call it group dynamics. It is quite common to find people who disturb other people without any intention of doing so. There might also be people who intend that the communication within the group moves at a faster pace, or that the communication must concentrate, on some other subject. So these are also people within any group that may be overly concerned about other person's feelings. So we have a variety of people in the groups and they may want to keep everyone happy. So the above mentioned are few roles that people tend to assume when they are within a group without even realizing that they might be entering into a formal group setting. Now, group roles are mostly determined by a right blend of a person's personality and his or her experience with the group settings. A shy or an introvert person, he is more likely to remain laid back in a group. An impatient person is more likely to push the discussion ahead. A confident person will more often than not offer more views. The two most common roles affecting a group's effectiveness are the person who dominates and the person who remains silent. It can be as difficult to get the quiet person to speak as it is to get the talkative person to talk less. The entire group is responsible for its own effectiveness and all the members share equally in that responsibility. Teams are responsible for the coordination and the direction of a division within an institution or an organization during various assigned projects and functional, operational and strategic tasks and initiatives. It improves group cohesion among the workers and brings the feeling of oneness among the team members. It therefore becomes easier for the management to assign specific tasks to the teams with an assurance that the team will take due care of fulfilling the tasks. Well, on a broader note, it improves the organizational effectiveness and it also helps in providing a competitive advantage. As is managing cross-cultural problems and diversity, Understanding group dynamics and the metrics of the team interventions plays a major role to solve the issues and problems creeping from the differences in the cultures. Group and team processes for managing cultures. Teams and groups are living organisms. When a team or a group is developing, it helps us to understand the stages through which a typical team or a group moves, evolving into a high-performing team. The interest that the group has in the formulation also strongly influences its effectiveness. When the roles and responsibilities are too easy or they are too difficult, the rewards for achieving the end result do not seem worth the importance by the members. The team may end up working half-heartedly. So it is necessary that the task should have a clear outcome, and working towards a specific goal should enhance the effectiveness of a team significantly. During the developmental stages, it is necessary for the leader to be well aware about the various aspects and behavior of the members during that stage, and also to guide the members to the behavior as per the requirement to evolve the team into the next stage. Tuckman's 1965 framework, which displays the team development stages. As the slide is clearly displaying that there are 5 stages in development of any team. First is forming, second is storming, third is norming, fourth is performing, and fifth is reframing. Now let's have a detailed explanation for all the stages. The first is forming. Forming is the preliminary stage of group development. When the group is just getting started, there may be lack of participation, enthusiasm among the members, and there may be considerable indecision in the terms of goals and program activities. In this stage, members may not know one another's name, and they may also not be certain about to just who belongs to what place. In the beginning, it is possible that the group members will show insecurity. They may show nervousness, especially if it is the first experience as a group or a team. Members may express an interest in finding out about the agency and the leader or the worker, and they may ask questions directly or indirectly. In this stage, the members may expect the leader to take all the responsibility for the group. And in this stage, the leader may help the members become more at ease by replying to their questions and showing friendly interest. Now the second stage is storming, which is very clearly displayed in the picture. In this stage, the group members have an understanding about the group purpose, that why the group has been formed, task, a general feel for why they are as a group or members. They may feel confident and they may start to address some of the more important issues. Conflicts and competition may at this greatest level during this stage, because the members may start to link or they may relate the things in terms of group tasks, individual roles and responsibilities along with the other areas. During the storming stage, some members may be dominant on others, while others may stay in comfort and again show suppressing of their feelings, just as they did in the previous stage. In this stage, the questions related to leadership, authority, rules, responsibilities, structure, the evaluation criteria, or maybe the reward system, they tend to arise. Here, it is the responsibility of the leader to answer or to clarify all such questions so that the group can move to the next stage, which is norming. Now, the process of norming is designed to provide a means for the groups to create processes for resolving the issues, to increase the production, and setting up policy and procedures for interaction. After the individuals have been together for several meetings, the team members' signs of developing a shared vision, goal, and objective will appear. The group members may develop a set of rules and procedures that everyone could accept in the group. After attending meetings and participation, members will be able to understand or to know one another's strengths and weaknesses and will learn how best they can work together. Satisfaction of the members' queries will reflect through stability and productivity. In this stage, the members may start sharing a common commitment to the objects of the group along with overall goals and how those goals can be achieved. The team member during this stage, the leader may help the group members to understand their own potentialities and likewise help it to discover the limitations that they may stand in the way of successful group program. And the last stage is performing. This stage arrives when the group gives evidence of their maturity and stability. Group members maintain a high average attendance. The usual signs of group performance and development includes such as more prompt and constant attendance by the members, decision on a definite time and meeting place, along with taking responsibility for the work. During this stage, the roles of the leader becomes modified. The leader must alert to what is happening in the group and encourage its members to take responsibility. It is this stage that initial successful experience of the members should be recognized as providing the foundation for the larger things. A performance of the members indicates that members now have a clear, shared sense of purpose, high trust and open communication. In this stage, the leadership is shared within the team and the trust among the members is high. Communication is more open in nature. Then adjourning and reframing. This stage indicates that if a group has fulfilled its goal and objectives, the groups are considered to be adjourning. They are about to stop. When all the tasks have been accomplished by the members, the group reaches a natural end to its existence. At this stage, it is important for the leader to ensure closure for the group in a positive note. Many a times, members may feel a sense of loss and their level of motivation may decline. During this stage, it is important for the leader to recognize the group members for their accomplishments and celebrate the group's overall success. Members may also feel some uncertainty or insecurity about the future. So the team leaders and managers can reduce these feelings through appropriate plans for the transition. Now let's discuss the stages of group and team development processes for managing various cultures. Although the stages are same, but we are going to discuss it for managing various cultures. So there are 4 stages: forming, storming, norming and adjourning. After completing and going through all the developmental stages, there should be a clear indication to all the members and their organization that the team members have achieved their goals. Similarly, group and team development processes for managing various cultures and a diversified workforce passes through the same stages we have discussed. First is forming stage. In the forming stage, which is the preliminary stage of group development, there may be a lack of participation and enthusiasm among the members. So, due to the varied cultural backgrounds and nationalities or diversities, members may not know one another's names. Members may be a little apprehensive about each other cultures. In the second stage, storming stage, the group members from the culturally diversified environment have an understanding about the group purpose, task and a general feel for why they are as a group, and members may feel confident and may start to address some of the more important issues among each other, calling in for some interactions. So the process may be speed up by using some ice-breaking sessions, activities by the team leader or the supervisor. Norming stage. In the norming stage, the group members from the culturally diversified backgrounds may develop a set of rules and procedures that everyone could accept in the group irrespective of their individual dominant cultures. After attending meetings and participation, the members will be able to understand or to know one another's strengths, weaknesses and will learn how best they can work together. Then the performing stage. In the performing stage, the leadership is shared within the team coming from the diversified cultural environments and the trust among the members is high. So communication is more open in nature. The usual signs of group performance and development include such as more prompt and constant attendance by the members, decision on a definite time, meeting place along with taking responsibility for the work. The leader's role in this stage becomes crucial as to how to motivate its team members to be sensitized towards each other's cultures and towards diversities from all the context. Usually, group projects with team members from varied cultures requires a lot of vigil and direction to be given by the leader to ensure that the group functions smoothly throughout the process and differences among members are sorted out timely before a mole becomes a mountain. Now the last stage is adjourning or reframing. In the last stage of adjourning or reframing, usually when all the tasks have been accomplished by the multifaceted team belonging to various cultures, the members or the group reaches towards its natural end. At this stage, it is important for the leader to ensure closure for the group in a very positive note. Many a times, group members may feel a sense of loss and their level of motivation may decline. Now this diagram, which is known as team effectiveness model, it can be measured in three ways: performance results, personal growth and collective work product. And we need three things to measure team effectiveness, that is skills in the form of technical or the functional skills of the team members, interpersonal skills or the problem solving skills, and commitment of the team members towards the specific goals, towards the rules, towards a common approach and a meaningful purpose. And if we talk about accountability, it has to be a mutual accountability, it has to be a personal accountability and resides with few people. Why group dynamics and team matters in a multicultural environment? All members of any group have their own life understanding, they have their own experiences, they have their own interests, abilities, vision, priorities and even their own desires. Many people are also a part of various smaller groups like the common neighborhood, the common workplace, the common ethnic community, etc. Bearing in mind that each group member influences all the other group members as well as the group in totality, it is highly probable that each group forms as a distinctive group and develop its own dynamics. Now the term group dynamics means that the processes that take place in a group when the people interact with each other. The capability of the worker or the leader to analyze and understand the various group processes will help in making the team work effectively. Whether it's a formal team or an informal multicultural group or a diversified group, it needs close teamwork. In order to be effective, creating and maintaining a high-performing team and cross-boundary partnerships is a key to the leadership role. Now, team effectiveness is the method of bringing people in the organization to work together efficiently. The leader has to be vigilant enough to understand the broad cultural aspects, the broad motivational aspects for the different teams from the varied cultural backgrounds and then deal accordingly with the respective motivational aspects and performance management individually as well as in the group. The intention behind working in teams is that people working together can achieve much more in comparison to working individually on their own. The effectiveness of a team is determined by various factors. Now, teams are often evaluated in the terms of their performance or their effectiveness. Now, performance is a term which is used to describe the potential of a team and the methods that the team undertake. Teams effective in a particular circumstance or situation may not always be effective under various conditions in which it may be required to operate. Therefore, a team must be considered in terms of both performance as well as effectiveness. Group dynamics and team influencing factors. Now, how successful a team is, it depends on the fact that how efficiently it is able to bring together all the people who have different skills that somehow balance with each other. This can include technical abilities, communication skills. In fact, teaming up people who share the exact same characteristics can turn out disastrous. Team effectiveness depends on the fact that people take on different roles in a group setting. If there is no agreement on who does what in the group, it is unlikely that the team will work well. These roles are divided into 3 levels. The levels are interpersonal level, personal level, and the political level. Interpersonal level. Participants of any group or team develop some interpersonal relationships with each other in a multicultural environment. Whether the group members know each other informally, what is the amount of trust they have on each other? Do the group members communicate with each other? Do the group members respect each other's nationalities? Are the group members sensitized towards the cultural tolerance and the differences? Is there a feeling of comfort and safety? Is there a mutual respect among the group members for differences and diversity? Or is there a similarity or difference among the group members about their aims, needs, or thoughts? So these are all the things which are included in the interpersonal level. When we talk about the personal level, on a personal level, the group members get together with both task-related and human needs. The following aspects can be considered under the human needs. First, representing the knowledge and capacity of an individual by effectively shielding individual self-respect, room for putting across oneself, a sense of belongingness, a constructive atmosphere providing well-being and relief, affirmative association and emotions. What do the group members individually want to gain from the group? What do the group members need? What is the useful? Can be preset. The group members must ensure to offer information and skills which are capable and relevant. Then the political level. At the political level, the group dynamics is often influenced by factors like position, hierarchies, power, structures, and authority. This level becomes more important if the group members are representing the same organization or the subgroup. Group dynamics revolves around power, can become a worrying factor because the participants compete with each other. This results in blemishing the group's prestige. Now, roles and actions. The German researcher of group dynamics, Klaus Antons, outlines 3 groups of actions that exist in a group. First is task-related action, second is process-related action, third is negative action. Task-related actions. According to Klaus Antons, under the task-related actions, the group shows the initiative and other activities like giving suggestions, expressing ideas, problem solving, or rearranging the required resources. In task-related actions, the members generally may look for more and more information. Members have queries for specific questions and they want additional information regarding the issues and problems. Another aspect of task-related action is learning others' opinions and trying to understand and analyze other people's feeling with respect to suggestions that have been made. Efforts also made to present facts regarding the task and program along with experience and imagining the consequences of specific suggestions. Focus is also given to establish, maintain and promote relationships along with coordinating and combining the activities of various smaller groups. Well, in a culturally diversified group, this becomes all more representative as ideas need to be generated from all the members of the groups belonging to different cultures. It helps us to learn others' opinions and attempts and to understand and analyze the people's feelings from varied cultures with respect to suggestions and views that have been made. Process-related action. In the process-related action, the major area for concern and action are motivating others, being helpful, friendly, considerate, view the other's viewpoint, respond and praise the ideas of others, and showing agreement with others' views and perceptions. As per the group process action, it is expected that a leader and the members will set and stay within boundaries. This behavior and other aspects should be controlled and efforts should be made to ensure participation for all members. It is also expected that certain rules will be there to regulate and control the content and decision-making processes. It becomes important to be an active listener in group discussions, which will help in complying with the group's decisions and accepting other group members' ideas. It is also the responsibility of the group leader to define the emotions of the group members, share his or her major observation with the members. It is also need to check by the leader whether the decisions taken by the members are in tune with the set rules. As per the action approach, it is also required that the source of the problems must be defined by the group leader by determining the future course of action and studying the major hurdles. Accordingly, it is important for the group leader to realize whether the group is able to reach to an amicable and agreeable solution by finding the views of each and every member of the group. Being a leader, it is important to listen to the grievances and negative emotions shared by the members, and efforts should be made to channelize the positive energies and reduce the cultural differences. The leader can act like a bridge and mentor to sensitize members and to dissolve any cultural differences cropping up. The last is negative action. According to negative action approach, it is the responsibility of the worker to block the negativity among the members. In order to ensure the smooth functioning and development of the group, it is required that the experiences and views shared by the members be used for problem solving. Group leaders must avoid gaining sympathy by just putting across his or her own emotions, always, and trying to attract people by showing himself as helpless. Similarly, the group leaders must also avoid dominance over the group and be more democratic in their approach. The group leaders must also focus on the group tasks than diverting the group members and causing a hindrance in their work. The group leader must not be too passive in his or her approach, else the group may lose its essence of functioning and the entire idea of getting together as a task-based group may be nullified. Summary. Now let's have a summary of the module. Effective teams gain strength when members work together. They have obvious, understandable targets. The members have a mutual trust and respect for one another. They correspond frequently and honestly. Members are talented and the group leader adjusts within the frame of the needs of the team with respect to varied cultures and diversities. The organization and management needs to support the teams. The teams have the potential to be the most powerful drivers of success in any organization today. Multicultural and diversified teams can be very effective to enhance organizational effectiveness as varied inputs, varied ideas and strengths can be generated from each of the members of the team. However, highly performing teams simply don't happen. They take time to evolve and mature. They require proper leadership. A healthy group can be compared to a motor vehicle. Any healthy group, like a good vehicle, can get someone to a place faster. Most people are more interested in reaching the destination faster than in the vehicle that carries them. However, if no attention is paid to the maintenance of the vehicle, it will fall into poor shape. Thank you.